Good day everyone. We are the Group 4 presenting our stock research paper. Our chosen stock would be the Philippine Long Distance Telephone Company, or also known as PLDT, in service sector. I am Christopher Dosek, as well may other member Ria Duhay Lungsod, Jan Asical Franco, Marky Malasio, and Joanna May Portera. To start with, let's discuss first what is the VLDT stock information.
For stock information, in order to make buying and selling decisions, people require relevant pricing information, and since the stock market is so large, significant developments and price movements can occur very quickly. And stock codes provide important information for traders, brokers, and investors. And stock information is important for investors to know the latest information about the stock of a company so they can see the changes in value to make selling decisions or for potential holdings. And as for the stock information of the chosen company, which is the PLDT Incorporation, that is provided includes the company name, which is PLDT Incorporation. For stock symbol is PLDT TEL. And for the last traded price as of December 13, 2022, 3 o'clock p.m. is 1,659. And for the volume is 139,820. The value is 234,531,780. And for the 2-week range, high and low, the low is 1,402 and the high is 1,984. And for the market capitalization, 360 billion 381 million 32,700. And for the EPS, 161.27, and price earning ratio or PE ratio is 10.21, 10.29, and the dividend is 47. And the last one is the dividend yield, which is 5.36%.
PLDT, the largest fully integrated telecom provider in the Philippines, was established on November 28, 1928, following the merging of four U.S.-owned telephone businesses. TELE's common shares are listed and traded on the PSE, while the company's American depository shares are listed on the New York Stock Exchange. General Telephone and Electronics Corporation effectively sold control of TELE to a group of Filipino businessmen in 1967. Through its main business groups, from mixed line to wireless, PLDT offers a wide range of telecommunications and digital services across the Philippines, largest fiber optic backbone, as well as fixed line and cellular networks. New York Stock Exchange, Philippines. So the Philippine largest fully integrated telco firm, PLDT further cements its foothold in the enterprise market as the preferred solutions partner among key industries, large and small businesses, and the public sector. This is the PLDT wireless service providers, and the other side on the organizational chart are the PLDT's main provider of fixed-line telecommunication services, which is the majority of their consolidated fixed-line subscribers, which runs about 4%. In its most recent financial disclosure, PLDT reported its enterprise segment's revenues grew to 31.1 billion in the first 9 months. In the third quarter, the segment's revenue scaled an all-time high of 10.7 billion, buoyed by the strong uptake of ICT and the data center and colocation services growing 26% year-on-year. Recently, PLDT announced plans of building the largest data center. So, once operational, this massive data center will surpass the total raw capacity of the PLDT Group's current network of 10 data centers strategically located in the key regions of the country.
The company technical analysis and economic analysis. The chart shown is PLDT's candlestick chart. Technical analysis forecasts future price movements based on historical data. Each of these candles depicts the candle's opening price, the highest point price that the candle reached, the lowest point price that the candle went to, and the closing price over a given time period. The candlestick chart also includes green and red candles. Each candle represents the price movement of the PLDT stock over a specific time period. The green candle represents a day when the price increased or closed above where it began. The red candle indicates a day when the price fell or closed below where it began. Furthermore, the most recent red candle indicates a price decrease during the time period. As a result, the last candlestick represents the stock price on December 13, 2022, and the chart shows that it begins at 1,670 and falls to 1,659. Moreover, the TELE stock exhibits a falling tree method, a bearish continuation candlestick pattern that occurs in existing downtrends, implying that the current bearish trend will persist. This pattern comprises 5 candles, which appears as the last 5 candles on the chart. 3 green candles follow the bearish candle. The final candle is bearish, indicating the start of the pattern's decline. The minimal uptrend between the 2 red candles continues as investors take a breather. Therefore, the downturn may continue. Furthermore, TEL's long-term trends are sideways, considering that the price movements have been within a narrow range for an extended period of time without progressing in either direction. When demand and supply pressures are similar, a horizontal price movement occurs. Moving on to the PLDT stock support and resistance levels, prices change due to supply and demand. In addition, the data in the table, which is taken from the chart, shows the PLDT stock support and resistance levels as well as the current stock price. When the market is in bear trend, the support level on each chart bounces off. In PLDT, for example, support 1 is 1,628.50 and support 2 is 1,528. These are the prices at which sellers refuse to sell. Buyers will then attempt to chase down the sellers, causing price to rise. Then, on December 13, 2022, the stock price of PLDT was 1,659. The chart's resistance, on the other hand, represent the stock price difficulty breaking through to new highs. The PLDT has two resistance levels, which are 1,828 and 1,739. These are the prices at which buyers refuse to pay. To clarify, if buyers refuse to pay, the sellers are forced to go lower and bounce off the resistance. The macroeconomic factors that may affect the company's business. First is inflation. Despite inflation, PLDT's earnings remain stable, which benefits the company. PLDT stated that while inflationary pressures such as higher oil prices and peso depreciation impacted its operating expenses, it still managed to achieve 25.4 billion pesos in telco core revenue for the first 9 months of the year. Next is the market growth. The telecommunications industry has consistently proven to be one of the most important industries because it developed both personal and professional connectivity and serve as a vital tool utilized by companies. In the Philippines, an enhanced telecommunications network provided a technology innovation, particularly during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. The following are the company's competitive dynamics relative to the industry, one of which is the Filipinos' reliance on the internet at an all-time high. The COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in lockdown after lockdown since 2020, disrupting people's lives. The Philippines began enforcing indoor directives in March 2020 in an effort to reduce COVID-19 transmission in the country, increasing Filipinos' reliance on internet connections for information. Thus, the telecommunications industry expanded. Finally, the operational assumptions of the company. In the market, PLDT is from the telecommunications sector. Given the small number of competitors in the country, The operation will most likely continue and survive despite economic difficulties. Furthermore, the company's continued growth will be assisted by ongoing technological innovations and mergers. This will provide numerous opportunities for investors, and an increase in the number of investors will benefit the company. Besides that, since the beginning of the pandemic, many people have been enrolled in online classes programs and work from home, which necessitate the use of an internet connection. Hence, telecommunications is one of the most important sectors in the market, which most likely results in the company's potential prospects and growth.
Based on the data, PLDT provided by equivalent recommendation for the firm. The highest price that PLDT stock has seen is 1,950 pesos, and the lowest price is 1,400 pesos. PLDT has been downgraded from neutral to underperform because we believe that a turnaround in the core business is unlikely during the following years, and the company needs to establish a new normal for probability and free cash flows because the valuation appears to be good, and PLDT maintains its outperform ratings despite the recent stock price decline. Here, based on the data on the shown by Ms. Portera, PLDT provided by equivalent recommendation for the firm. From neutral, PLDT has been downgraded to underperform because we don't think that the core business can improve over the coming years. The business needs to establish a new normal for probability and free cash flow in the meantime. After the recent stock price decline, PLDT keeps its outperforming ratings because of the valuation favorable appearance. In the current market environment, PLDT is a good alternative for investment with a great stock. Value investors may find this to be a good option, but there are a number of other factors to consider before making an investment in this company. It is significant to know that the company's growth rate is strong, and recent earning predictions from the corporation have been promising in the last months. Only one estimate for the current year has been revised upward, while there have been no revisions downward for any estimate for any other years. So here, if you ask if it's good to invest in PLDT, the answer is yes. Because in the current market environment, PLDT has a great alternative for an investment with a great stock. And we consider this to be a good and excellent option. And but still we have things to consider and to think before we enter to investing to this business, like the dividend history and the stock performance. Is it important for us to know that the business is growing quickly, which is good and beneficial to the investor? And we also saw the company recent profit estimate have been promising, and PLDT stock is a good long-term in investment.
Investing in a stock comes with a certain level of risk. It is important for investors to understand the various risks that come with an investing in a particular stock before making a decision to invest. As such, investors should always consider the business risk of a company before investing as of the following. So the first would be the market risk. It is the risk that an investor's investment in a particular stock or other asset will lose value due to a changing market condition. So the next would be the interest rate risk. This could lead to a decrease in demand for the stock as investor shift their focus on a higher yielding investment. Next would be the concentration risk. Concentration risk is the risk that an investor's portfolio is too heavily concentrated to one particular asset or sector. The fourth would be the inflation risk. So it is the risk that the stock's value will decrease as a result of rising inflation. This is because of inflation increases, the purchasing power of stock value will decrease also. Fifth will be the political risk. So it is the risk that a company's operation or profit will adversely affected by a changes in political environment. This can include changes in government regulation, policy, or taxes. The next would be the currency risk. It is the risk that an investor return on investment will be adversely impacted by a movement in the value of the local currency. Lastly, would be the liquidity risk. So it is the risk that the stock's value could decrease due to a lack of buyer. This is especially true for stocks that have low level of trading volume.
For investment summary, buying PLDT stock is a wise financial move. It has more than 1,000 locations nationwide, and PLDT has a large customer base, and the business is also making significant investment in digital products and systems, providing it a competitive edge in the market. In addition, PLDT has a sound balance sheet, a high dividend yield, and promising long-term growth potential. These elements combine to make PLDT stock an excellent choice for an investment summary. In the Philippines, PLDT is probably the most well-known provider of digital and telecommunications services. It is a national business that offer its clients a comprehensive range of fixed line, mobile, and internet services. It has grown to be an essential element of many Filipinos' daily life. Therefore, investment in PLDT stocks gives investors the chance to benefit from increased demand for telecommunications and digital services inside the Philippines' quickly expanding economy. And aside from the potential for long-term capital gains due to an increase in demand for the company's product and services over time in the Philippines market, buying PLDT stocks offer investors the chance to receive regular dividend payments. For investors seeking to invest in tried and true company that will continue to be able to offer satisfying results over the long run as a result of its excellent financial position and forward-thinking business strategy, PLDT is an appealing option. And that's all for our Group 4. Thank you for listening.